Hi, I want to chat with you about the international community of Unividuals. A big, bold, beautiful idea. There's lots I want to share. I've even got some notes here, which I never do. I'm going to try and work out how to say it to you as I go along because it's all pretty brand new. I hope I'm going to make sense, and I hope it's going to resonate with you like it resonates with me. So I've united all of my work under the banner of Unividualism, a deeper way of living. And that includes the emergent evolutionary philosophy and the deep connection practices. And they all work towards this becoming what I call a unividual, an individual who experiences a profound sense of unity with the universe. So what I need to do now is my feeling, my intuition, is to gather together all of those who are touched by this. And it will be international because there's people touched by my work all around the world. I don't know how many we are who are really touched by it. We might be a small group, or we might be a larger group. It doesn't really matter. I'm looking for quality over quantity. I want to find the right people who are genuinely touched by these practices and this philosophy and resonate with it. Now, this isn't a cult. I'm not looking for people who agree with me on everything or anything like that. That would be disastrous. To become a unividual, you need first to you need to have individuated or be in constant process of individuating. So if you're not thinking for yourself, it's never gonna happen. So that's ruled out right from the start. What I'm looking for is individuated people who are awaking to oneness, who resonate with what I'm doing and want to support it, and want to be part of it and want to be around other people who feel the same. That's it. So the International Community of Unividuals, or the ICU, lovely, it shortens to that, is the way I'm going to do it. And it's going to be something you join. Now, there's going to be the way you join is going to be make a regular donation. But this isn't a sales pitch. I could not be less interested in that. I'm not here going to be saying to you, look, pay me this and you get this. And all that Patreon thing, where you pay this more and you get pay this and you get to be with Tim and all of that. No. This is not about selling you anything. This is inviting you to be part of something, to join something, to be part of a community. And that requires some commitment from you. You need to give something. So the idea is you make a monthly contribution. This is all set up now on the website. You can go out there and implement this as soon as you want. And of course you can just leave as soon as you want too. You can just, if it's not right for you. The idea is you make a monthly contribution, and what it is up to you. Now I'm really hoping that there's going to be a significant number of folks who can come in and go, great, I can afford this. I can really help Tim to do this, and I want to see this happen. And I know Tim will use it wisely, which I absolutely will. And then other people who really just don't have the ability to do that, they can come in. Everyone can afford something, and everyone needs to make some commitment to contribute if you want to be part of this. So it's an invitation to contribute. It's not a sales pitch. However, I hope that by doing that, you will find you get a whole lot. Meaning, for one thing, that you're part of something significant, something you wouldn't join unless you thought it was significant, that we're bringing into the world together. And then here on my piece of paper is a list of things I want to do with the ICU, and I want to just give you a quick rundown of the sort of things I have in mind. So, first thing, foundational online meetups. I'm going to do one of those a month. If we get enough finance coming in, I'll do 2, or I'll do them as often as I can. If we do more, we'll keep moving them so they're different days, so that different folks can come. People around the world, that's hard. So I'm beginning on a weekend, on a Sunday, but we'll move it. We'll do more. Depends how many people come on board, but they'll happen at least once a month. The meetup will be a chance. There'll be meditation, it'll be experiential, and it'll be philosophical, like everything in my work. So we can do gazing. I've done it online. It's fantastic. It'll be people who've joined me online. I think you all know it's more experiential than you expect. It's transformative. But it'll also be philosophy. We'll do questions and answers. We'll do discussion. We'll experiment with how we can be a community together. What we do will largely depend on how many people show up. We're going to be, is it going to be 5 of us? Or is it going to be 100 of us? Who knows? So that's the first thing. Physical gatherings. I'm going to do less retreats. I'm going to do regular gatherings. In the UK, New Year, and in the summer. Make it a bit longer in the summer. In America, I'll try and do 2 a year too, at least one. Japan, I'll try and do 1 at least a year. Elsewhere too. And the idea will be, look, let's not just come together, have a big experience, bye, and then off, and then people wandering around going, oh, it didn't last, because eventually nothing does. But that's true of everything. God, if you went to a yoga class, you don't expect to learn handstand on the first, just by coming for one weekend. It takes time to become a unividual. It's forever. It's an ongoing process. That's what it is. So if you feel drawn to this, then you can become part of this community and meet up on a regular basis if you can. So you can say, I'll see you next time. And you will. And then these connections, these real human connections of support can really, really, really blossom. I want to see a conference. I want to see a conference of people who are either thinking from a unividualist perspective or close enough. Invited speakers who have an evolutionary perspective on awakening and so forth. I want to see that develop. And we can do that. It may not be next year, but it could be the year after if we can, if we've got the finance. And also volunteers. I'll make another whole video about volunteers. There is so many things that people could do to help, and I'll take you through all of that. That's another time. But your actual using your talents is also a great asset, which would make a difference. The biggest thing for me, which I want to do, is with this unividualism, with this philosophy, new insights about deep philosophical issues are arising all the time. And I want to articulate them and share them. There's probably a book coming called Unividuals or something. But that's too slow. I want to get out on video. And it takes time for me to develop these ideas and articulate them, even in a rough way. So the finance can mean books are terribly paid anyway, if you don't realise. So it's like this enables me to find the time to address these philosophical issues and share them with you. And also respond. I can take questions. Hey, Tim, what do you think about, from this perspective, nature spirits? Well, out-of-body experiences. Oh, whatever it is. It's like, yeah, there's some interesting things to say here. So, yeah, I can do that. So I want to do a thing. I want to call it the Freke Show because I thought that's fun. Someone suggested it to me. And I want to do one of those. I want to do them regularly. And if you support me, I can do that, and I can make those for you, and I can be much more regular than I've been able to be on the forum because I'm having to cope with so much else. I'm working on a series called What is Life, where I go out and talk to other people of some great thinkers. I've done one with Ian McGilchrist. If you don't know who he is, Google him. He's amazing. Rupert Sheldrake. If you don't know who he is, Google him. He's amazing. They've been brilliant, but they take money and they take time, and I'm doing it myself, and with a huge support from Rupert Truman, who's been pouring his finance and love into it as well. I would like to do more of those. If we've got the financial support, we can. These will come out at some point soon. They may be out by the time you're looking at this video. They're going to be great, and I'm doing, when I can't do them with film, I'm going to do them all with audio. As I'm making this film right now, I'm going to America very soon. I've arranged to have a conversation with the evolutionary cosmologist Brian Swim, amazing man, Google him. I'm also meeting Ken Wilber, amazing man, Google him, and I'm hoping to record those conversations. I'll make those available to you. There's other people. I know that people ask me I'd love to hear you talking to. Well, I can do that. I just need to have the time and the finance and the support, and then the support to get them out there so that doing them's worthwhile. But it will be definitely worth it for the community, at least. So there's that. I want to do I want to have a closed. We'll do this for sure straight away. We'll set up a closed Facebook group. So like the forum, but just not open to everyone. It'll be just members, and there'll be a newsletter for just members, and we'll be connecting so that we can really get into connecting with each other on a personal basis, because we'll start knowing who we are because we'll be meeting online. So there'll be that kind of personal connection. We've also had some WhatsApp groups that have thrived. You don't want too many people on those, but we could set up local WhatsApp groups, or WhatsApp groups based on the gathering in the UK, for instance, or so that people can get that tangible sense of sharing and community with each other. And I've stopped my training program at the moment, but I would aim at some point to reinvigorate it. But this would now be not like I was before, which is here's these great techniques, use them in some way. This would be, okay, this would be a universalist ambassadors program in effect. It would be like, okay, do you want to take this philosophy and these techniques out and be an ambassador for unividualism, a deeper way of living? Then I will start training that, but if there's interest, if we can. I'm also going to do an online members resource. This has been worked on, where on my website there's going to be much more just these are the top videos to watch about Tim and his philosophy and his practices, and then we'll have a private resource where there'll be everything going right the way back to the Gnostic stuff, where you can explore ideas, and I can put things which are a little bit rougher. So when I record things at a retreat, they're there for you if you want them. So there'll be a lot of new material coming in which will be inspirational to help you explore unividualism. So I think that's it for now. This is me exploring it, me making it up as I go along, which is what I'm doing at the moment, rather than giving some sort of polished presentation. Maybe that will come later. So I come back to, look, this is inviting you to be part of a new tribe. A tribe without borders. A tribe who are both individual and unividual. Who sense that profound oneness, who want to bring that love into the world. Ultimately, it also is about transforming the world. We may not live to see it, but we're laying the foundations for it, for sure, so that we can take this individualistic culture, which has been brilliant but also has a downside, and replace it with a unividual culture, which is about something new, something more. It's about real engaged, strong, powerful, robust love. Not as something pink and fluffy only, although, hey, I do like that. But something strong and transformative and taking us into, they're taking us into the next stage of evolution, because evolution is moving. It is moving always, and we've come so far. Please look at history. We have come so far. And this is a chance to contribute individually and collectively. So you can just go out, make a monthly contribution. How much? Oh, God, I don't want to put you on the spot. I don't want to be, I don't know what you can. I'm hoping, let me just take figures out of the, I'm hoping that people can contribute £15 to £25, £30 a month. I know people who are running similar things who are asking for $75 more. I'm not putting a price on this. Maybe it's a penny. This is not about that. But if you can, afford more, God, how much is a cup of coffee these days? This, to me, matters. It really matters. I've dedicated my life to it, and it takes a lot. But what I receive back is extraordinary. And part of that is connecting with you. So I hope you will want to strengthen that bond, that connection, so that what we do becomes stronger by us actually being a community. Thank you, my friends.